Hello friends, this is Ganesh. Hope you're doing great. This is a video which gave a solution for a query which I have received. So the query is there is a dump which is happening when I used a subquery in the CDS view level. So the error is subquery returns multiple records. Instead of single record, it returns multiple records. Yes. So subquery can return a single row or a multiple rows. So the main query to be able to accommodate whether it is single or multiple. So depends on the business needs or depends on the returns of the data. We have to keep the main query ready to accept one or multiple records. Okay. There are two different scenarios where we use a subquery. One is normal main query and subquery. Another one, we can use a subquery in our case statement. So in a case statement, whenever we used, make sure that returns only one query. That returns only one record. Otherwise, you will get this error. Okay, let's get into the slides first. So this is the first one which I'm talking about, main query and subquery. So here, if you see, my subquery is returns only one. So if it is returns only one, if it is confirmed from the select formation, then you have to use equal. Okay. So the main query is ready to adapt only one record from the subquery. If this condition fails, you'll get a dump. Okay. So the next scenario is, now the main query is ready to accept multiple records. It may be a single or multiple. So in this example, I have removed the language field from the subquery. So it may return more than one record. If that is the case, make sure your main query has an operator in to receive the records from your subquery. So this will manage whether it is a single or multiple record, so you won't get a short dump. Clear? So in main and subquery option, you have an option to say whether it's one, go with equal, or I'm not sure, or if it is a multiple, then go with in. But in another scenario is case statement. In a case statement, we don't have an option to make an equal or in to receive the value, because this is mostly to check or return only one record from the subquery formation. So if you are going to use a subquery inside the case statement, so make sure your subquery returns only one record at a time. So all your formation or a var condition, everything is going to be added to make sure it gives only one record. And unfortunately, this is not a web layer, this is a SQL layer. You are not able to use single keyword here. Single is not going to support over here. But I believe limit might support. I didn't try that one. Just try with the option, because SQL have a keyword called limit. Just try with that option. Otherwise, make sure the subquery returns only one record from this scenario. So case, you have a subquery. Otherwise, you'll get a dump. Okay. Yeah, that's it. Let's go to the system. So here, this is my system. I just had a quick code. I have this is AMDP procedure. Okay. I created a class, and I have a table type. Based on that, I have an internal table also. This is where I'm going to get the data. Unfortunately, there is no data because my var condition fails. That's fine. But here we are concentrating on how to eliminate the error from the subquery if it is runs more than one records. So the first one is with equal operator. I'm going to approach the select query. The formation of my subquery gives only one record because METNR as well as the language key. So because this is a key field, so it won't get any duplicates. So let's activate this and keep a breakpoint. And here I'm not getting the execute option. So what I'm going to do is, let me open it in a GUI. And even in GUI, I'm not getting the properties of the logon pad. I'm not getting this property. So that's why I'm opening like this. and execute it. Then execute. So I should stop in the breakpoint. Yes, I'm going to press F6. So the expectation is it should run perfectly because the subquery returns only one record at a time. So if you see, there is no data because my subquery is in the var condition saying that if any sales order which has the material with this material, but unfortunately I'm not getting any sales order for that. That's fine. So now if I change the var condition, so I'm just taking out one of the key fields. So what might happen is this subquery will return more than one record, but the main query is not ready to accept it because we are using the equal operator. So back to order. So I think it won't refresh automatically. So close it, right click, open with GUI. So I have some issue, that's what I'm testing it. Otherwise, you can just simply F8 from your subquery, it will work. So get data, and there could be a breakpoint and F6. So now you're getting this message, add exception with the type exception class. So here you're not seeing the actual exception like single row returns multiple record. That exception is not able to see. But if you call this program from your if you call this class in your ABAP program, automatically it will go to a dump. Then in the dump, it shows very clearly that there is a single row, but it responds multiple records. Okay. So to avoid that, you have to use in operator. So I have one more option over there. Okay, you can same thing, nothing much. Okay, I just commented it. Either you can uncomment. Okay, so fully. Yeah, this one. You can uncomment it, or if I change the operator from equal to in, it works better. Close it, open with GUI, and execute it. Okay, F6. It's executed successfully, but there is no record. As I mentioned, this is the same reason. So this way, make sure if you use subquery, it depends on the need, either equal or in, you can use it. The next one is a case statement. Probably you can use it on your own. Otherwise, wait, give me a minute. Let me add the code and I'll come back. So this is a code. So here I'm using the subquery in the case statement. So here we don't have an option to make sure, okay, I'm okay to receive more than one, or like operators I'm saying equal or in, that you're not able to make it because this subquery is going to be the output for a field. So this is the field. So here I'm using subquery. So always it returns, the expectation is it should return only one record at a time. The select formation, subquery select formation is not using all the key fields, so definitely there may be a chance of returning more than one record. So that's what I'm going to execute it now. So I need, okay, execute, open with GUI, okay, execute it, execute my method, switch. So it definitely give the exception, raise an exception. Yes, it's raised. Okay. So make sure this part, when I use subquery in a case statement, it returns only one record at a time. Another way of subquery using inside the case is mostly we use any like max, min, or average. Those are returns only one record at a time, right? So aggregation we might use. If there is no aggregation, you have to use all the key fields in your var condition. Okay. So this might help you to avoid the single row which returns multiple record issue whenever you use subquery. Just go through this. If you have any doubt, please let me know. And thank you so much for your time. See you in the next video. Bye.